to this computer. Recording in progress now, guys. And now I will share the pictures here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I hope it's all clear now. Can you see that, Gunter? Can you see the pictures here?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go straight into some further ones, perhaps something like okay, let's try perhaps this one. Yeah, can you see it?
Yes, I
Excellent.
see a man with a hat, and he is walking. It looks like he has a destination. He has a jacket
Good, yeah.
or a mantle. Is this a correct word?
I think we would say an overcoat or trench coat. Sometimes people say
Overcoat
trench coat. Well,
or a trench coat.
yeah, a long coat. You could
A
say a
long
long
coat.
coat.
Yeah.
Jacket, in my mind, jacket is usually shorter. It's true. It's usually shorter jacket. It's usually less warm, really, a jacket. But a coat, yeah, is very big, and an overcoat, a trench coat. We do say a leather jacket, for example, and they're usually shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the background there is a picture. This I cannot really recognize what this should mean.
I think it's
Is
just gone.
is it a tree? It doesn't look like a tree. It is
No,
some sign.
I think it's a lamp post. I think that's a street light. Yeah, some kind of street light. And I think that's just trying to show you the brightness of the light. I
Ah,
think in the
yeah,
middle it's a light, but and a lamp post.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, in the next picture, he has arrived
good,
at his destination. He
good,
is yawning. He took off his overcoat
good,
and his shoes and socks.
good. Excellent. Yeah, he's
And
barefoot here. He is
he is
barefoot.
barefoot, yeah. And on his left side, there is a saxophone.
Excellent.
And in the next picture, um, there is a cat sitting
Good,
on a table.
good. I think it's a rooftop. I think it's up high in the rooftops. A rooftop,
Yeah.
maybe a
And
balcony, maybe a ledge.
yeah, and at a little distance, there is another cat.
Good. What is the cat doing, do you think? And you can guess from here. You can even see it.
It is meowing, or
It's
it is
meowing. Good. It's meowing.
screaming. It is making a sound.
Good. I think we often say mewing for cats when they. Let me just check it. I'm just going to check that one because what I usually say anyway to mew. Um, See if it's in the dictionary. Mewing. Yeah, it is. Well, let me just check that. Okay, it's not coming up. Perhaps I'll look in Cambridge. 1 second. I want to check it's in the dictionary before I give it you as a word. I don't think it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, the soft crying sound that a cat makes to mew. To mew.
Mew, to
Yeah,
mew.
so we have a few different ones for cats. Cats can meow, and that's usually when they go meow, meow. But when they're giving like a long kind of, my cat mews very often. My boy cat mews very often late at night, and it makes a lot of noise, and it's like singing, like mew, mew, mew. Yeah, when they're trying to get attention. I think he wants a girlfriend. I think that's what it is. And he mews late at night looking for one.
Yeah, it seems that there is somebody in the near distance.
Yeah, I think this is our saxophone player. He's trying to sleep. Yeah, he's trying to go to sleep, but he hears the mewing.
Yeah, yeah. In the next picture, he is in bed, and he most probably is disturbed by the mewing.
Good.
He takes a bucket of water
Good.
and pours it out of the window.
Good. Excellent. What's he trying to do?
Maybe he wants to stop, or he wants to
Yeah.
scare away the cat.
Good. Very good. Excellent.
And so we see some wow,
Yeah, it's the same mewing.
wow,
I think it goes
yeah.
on for a very long time.
And he's closing his ears.
We
with
usually
his
say
hands.
covering his
He,
ears.
he
He's
is
covering his
covering
ears.
he is covering his ears, and he looks a little bit frustrated.
Good.
And then it seems he gets an idea.
He has an idea rather than he gets an idea. He has an
Yeah,
idea,
he
or he comes
or
up
he
with an idea. You can
or
certainly.
he got the idea. Is
Um,
this also possible?
I wouldn't say get an idea personally. I think
Mhm.
maybe in some parts of America, maybe they say get an idea. But in the UK, we usually say have an idea, not get an idea, have an idea, or come up with a great idea. Yeah, something like that. You come up with ideas, meaning create ideas. Yeah, it's a very, very common phrasal verb with idea. It collocates very well with idea,
It
come up with.
it seems like suddenly he came up with a great idea, and he is lo- he's writing something.
Yeah, I think he's writing down the idea, yeah, noting it
Yeah,
down. Maybe it's a piece of music.
yeah. And then in the next picture, he is already dressed and he is on stage. He's
Good,
playing the saxophone, and the audience likes it. The audience is dancing to his music
good,
and applauds him.
good, excellent. And they give him they applaud him. You can say they give him a standing ovation as well. That's when they stand up and applaud. Um,
Yeah,
it's a good
they
expression for,
like the performance.
yeah, they love the performance. Fantastic performance. Really good. Superb. Okay, let me just write that one down. Any other words there that you want to, that you can see?
They applaud.
Yeah,
They
so they
applaud.
applaud. They give him a
Applaud.
standing ovation. Yeah, they clap. Clap is good
Yeah.
as well. Okay, excellent. Going to come on to the next one. See if you can do the next one quite quickly.
Here we see a drummer
Excellent.
in action.
In action, good, good,
And in the next picture, there is a waiter showing a lady her place at the
good,
table.
good.
It
Yeah,
looks like it happens, it takes place, this performance takes place in a restaurant.
good.
And the drummer is still in action, and the lady got served a glass of something to drink.
Excellent. Yeah, I think he's showing off in this picture. I think he's starting to show off. It's another good phrasal verb, meaning when you try to show how fantastic you are, you show off.
Yeah, he's banging on different drums.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely. A
quite
drum
busy.
solo.
Yeah, and the lady finished her glass. The glass looks quite empty or
Good,
almost empty, and the
good,
waiter is waiting and yawning.
good.
Looks like he is not very amused.
Yeah,
He's bored.
bored. He's bored. He doesn't like drums.
Yeah, and in the next picture we see that um, the the woman is at home and she is drumming on the kitchen equipment, on the
Good,
pots,
good.
on the kitchen pots. She
Yeah, the
made,
pots and pans. I think we
yeah,
often use
pots
that
and pans.
binomial. Yeah, pots and pans. She's banging on the pots and pans.
Yeah, and it looks like the drummer is sitting at the table.
Yeah, absolutely. They have swapped places. And I think we often use this word swap instead of in
Swapped, yeah,
exchange. You know,
yeah.
students very often say exchange, and it's correct. But English people, natives, usually say swap. And it's because even from a young age, when we're really little children, we say swap places, or maybe you're playing that card game when you've got to swap cards. We say swap nearly always in that kind of situation. So they've swapped places. Yeah.
Mhm.
The drummer is now the one watching, yeah, from afar. He's in the audience, and the girl is now the one doing the drumming.
Yeah, it looks like they are maybe married or they are somehow connected.
I think
Bec-
they're now married, maybe married. What do they have? What else can you see in the room that makes you think they might be married? What about this? Can you see that? Let me try. Sorry, I'll try and make it bigger. Where was it bigger? There it is. There's the zoom. Can you see what that is? Perhaps you
Ah, a
can't.
child? Is it
Yeah,
a
it's a little
child?
baby. It's a little
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
So I think you're right. They have got married, they've had a child, and she's now
Oh,
feeding the baby as well as cooking the dinner. Yeah, she's doing lots of
mm.
different tasks at
Yeah,
once.
she is very busy.
Yeah, she's multitasking. I think very often you see this word nowadays, multitasking. She's multitasking. She's doing a lot of things at once. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I don't think there are many other words to get there, although there are quite a few pots and pans.
And the mixer is here
Yeah,
lying
there's
on
a
the
mixer.
table.
Fantastic. There's a mixer. What's she doing here exactly? How do we say
She
that?
is there is a pot on the stove,
Good.
and there is something inside, and she is steering.
She's stirring. Yeah, she's stirring the
Stirring.
soup, mixing, or sometimes we say mixing when it's a big one, but stirring is good. She's stirring the soup. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. Really good, Günther. Let's now move on to the next student. And I see Daniel has changed to Ilya. Yeah, he's changed names. Yeah, can you hear us, Daniel? Ilya? Which one are you?
Daniele.
Oh, okay, he hasn't. Sorry, he hasn't changed. Daniela, sorry, Daniela. I,
Daniele.
I looked at you and then I saw Ilya written. First I saw Daniel, then I saw Ilya, but Ilya is a different person. I see that. Okay, Daniel, you're next. Then Aliona, then Ilya. So, and Daniela, yeah,
Daniele.
Daniela. Okay, have you chosen a picture, Daniel? Or I'm going to call you Daniel just because it's very anglicized version of your name. Which
Okay.
have you chosen a page number that you would like to do, or do you want me to choose one for you?
If you please can choose because I wasn't ready
Yeah,
to.
no problem. Always though, if you do want to choose, you can find one which you like the most. Like there are lots of different ones on here. You can see there are all sorts of different ones, and I'm just trying to. I just choose at random, really. So try this one.
Okay. There's a man who probably came just from shopping. He bought a vinyl, and
A
he
video.
bought a vinyl. How do you
Oh, vinyl. Yeah,
vinyl,
he
vinyl,
bought
vinyl.
a
Okay.
record, and
A
yeah,
record.
you can say he bought some vinyl. I would actually say some with vinyl, just because it's uncountable. But yeah, he bought some vinyl. He bought a record.
Okay, and probably is a present for uh, his wife.
Good.
And yeah, then she is very happy to receive this present, and the man on the third picture is putting on the vinyl
Good.
and
Good.
they are listening. They listen together some kind of music. I have no idea what. But
Good.
they are sitting on the seat listening to their music,
Good.
and yeah, at the point maybe the man is stopping the music or maybe is changing the vinyl. I don't know, and
Okay,
the
stay in simple tenses if you're in simple tenses, and it's good to. Yeah, so the man stops the record. At some point, the man stops the record.
yeah, at the point the man stopped the record, and probably I don't know, his wife has got something in her hand. I don't know if it's an umbrella
No,
or
it's for cleaning. Do you know what we
for
call
clean.
that? Do you know what we call that, though? It's got a very specific name. And it's for cleaning like cobwebs. My shed has a lot of spiders' webs in the corners, lots and lots. This is a tool for cleaning spiders' webs, really. Do you know what we call it?
Uh, for duster, something for
Yeah,
duster,
good.
something.
You do. Yeah, feather duster. Feather duster. And yeah,
Feather dust.
duster because dust. Yeah, I mean dust is that stuff which is, on surfaces when you don't clean them for a long time, dust, a layer of dust sits on top. And so yeah, we say feather duster because there are feathers, or there used to be, I suppose, on this particular tool or instrument. Okay, very good. So she's
Okay,
holding a feather duster. Looks like she's going to do some cleaning.
cleaning, yeah. And they probably decide to go to the park to listen to music, to listen the vinyl the husband just bought, and it looks like that they are listening to their music everywhere.
Uh-huh.
They bring in the next picture they are at home, and the man is reading his newspaper in his armchair, and his wife is listening to the music, and it seems that mm, uh, the man is a little bit mm, tired of listening to music. It seems like
Good.
he's fed up.
Good. Yeah, he's fed up with this
He's
song.
fed up
He's
with
sick and tired of the same song, I think. Sick and tired of it, fed up with it. Yeah, fed up with or sick and tired of. Good.
It looks like that his wife is listening to the same song, and so probably the man got tired, and the next picture it seems that he's really angry at her because he's putting on again the vinyl, and the next picture he blocks her to do that, to listen, to
So
put
he tries to
again.
stop her, yeah? He tries to prevent her doing that again.
Yeah, and there is an happy ending that it seems like that the vinyl is destroyed, and they are hugging, and they are happy in the last picture.
Excellent. Yeah, yeah, indeed. So how do you say that when you when you're enemies and then suddenly you become friends again? There is a phrasal verb which you can use.
Make up.
Good. Yeah.
They
In the
made
end,
up.
they make up. In the end, they made up. They made up.
Made up.
Exactly. In the end, they made up. Sometimes we say with each other, but it's clear they made up. In the end, they made up and started kissing or hugging or cuddling, something like that. But yeah, to make up means to become friends again after some kind of conflict. And of course, they are fighting in this picture. And do notice that, yeah, if you want to say what he's doing here, he's trying to prevent her from playing the music again or from playing the record again. He's trying to stop her from playing the record again. And we also forbid somebody from doing something. They all follow that same structure. So excellent. And I think she's even in tears at the end. Tears of joy, I think. Tears of joy. But yeah, excellent. Okay, keep going on to the next one. And you've got this one here, the mouse.
Okay. Another one, or
yeah, yes, please.
Okay. This picture we have a man that is sitting in his armchair,
Both correct.
and he found a mouse running on the floor.
Good.
And in the third picture is
what's he wearing on his feet? What do you call those?
Slipper.
Good. He's wearing slippers. He's relaxed. He's at home. He's wearing his slippers. He's got his pipe. Very good.
Yeah, and I mean he's relaxed, but the mouse is breaking his enjoyment, and is
not breaking. They're spoiling his fun. Spoiling his fun. The mouse is spoiling his fun.
And on the third picture, he is trying to catch the mouse under the armchair.
Excellent, Daniel. Excellent.
Yeah, he couldn't. Then he couldn't find the mouse is on his back, but he couldn't see it. And yeah.
Good. I think it ran up the trouser leg. Yeah, it ran up his
Okay.
trouser leg. And we do say trouser leg for, yeah, just like we say sleeve for jumper. This is a sleeve, but we say trouser leg.
Okay. Okay, and the mouse is on his clothes, and it seems like that is how to say is itching. No, itching is it, on
In this, yeah.
in this picture he is laughing because the mouse is probably
Begins with a T. The mouse
teasing.
is tickling him.
Tickling.
Teasing is a little bit different, if that's what you said. But yeah, the mouse is tickling him. The sensation of the mouse running around under his clothes, it tickles him.
Yeah,
Good.
is the man then cannot stop laughing
Good.
because of the mouse taking him on his back, on his under his clothes.
Good. He's laughing his head off. He bursts out laughing. He can't stop laughing. Good.
And yeah, then he's literally upside down.
Good.
And he can't control himself.
Good.
And yeah, he's seems like he's walking with his hand.
Yeah, he's walking on his hands. Yeah, he's standing on his hands or walking on his hands. Good.
And then in the then he's yes, how do you say, he's turning himself. I don't know how to say. He can't stop himself from twisting because of the mouse. And
good. He's trying to get it out. He's trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Good.
And in the end, the mouse finally
Comes
out, and is able to sit again on his armchair.
And what does he do in the last picture? Yeah, I think he's. How do we say that?
I don't know. He's scratching his head. I don't know.
I think it's a comb. I think he's combing his hair. Yeah, to comb your hair. I think he's combing his hair. Maybe you can say brushing as well. We usually say brush if it's a brush and comb if it's a comb. Comb is much thinner. It's the piece of plastic. And I think he's gone red. His cheeks have gone red as well because he's been laughing so much. His cheeks have gone red. Remember, we use go with colors. Yeah, go red, go yellow, go green, go black. His cheeks have gone red, or he's blushing. You can actually say blushing as well. Yep, like this, to blush, to blush. You blush when you're embarrassed, and he's feeling embarrassed because the mouse got in his clothes. Okay, fantastic, Daniel. Really, really good. Please come back next week or the next class. I think the next class will probably be on Monday or Tuesday next week, perhaps before Christmas Day. I'll put up I'll send an email with when the class will happen, of course. Let's move on to Aliona. Aliona, can you hear us?
Yes.
Excellent. So, have you chosen a picture already, or do you want me to choose one at random?
You can choose. I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. You can try this one if you want.
Okay. A man is sitting on the chair. He's reading a newspaper and smoking a pipe, and there are a lot of flies flies are flying around him.
Excellent.
He raised his hand to keep the flies away.
Good.
On the next
you can even say swat the flies away if you want, just because we often say swatting, especially if you're trying to kill them, then you are certainly swatting flies, but swat the flies away or wave the flies away. Excellent.
And on the next picture he got frustrated from the flies. He got frustrated
by the flies. Yeah, he got frustrated by the flies.
by the flies, and he got up from the chair, left his newspaper, and walked away.
Excellent.
And the flies are following his body.
Yes,
The
good.
flies following the man,
Good. The flies follow him. They do.
following him.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
when you're doing individually the picture, you're right to use present continuous. But if you tell
mhm.
it as a story, then we do usually use simple. And it doesn't matter if you're in present tenses or past tenses. You can do one or the other. But so you do have choices with tenses, but always be consistent. If you're going to do it in continuous, then you have to kind of do each one in continuous and saying in the next picture, yeah, he is walking away. The flies are still buzzing around him.
Okay. The man came back, and he brought something. He has something in his hands. He still looks angry and frustrated.
Uh-huh. Can you see
Uh,
what it is that he has in his hands? You can see it on the
well,
next picture.
I can guess on by next
Uh-huh.
picture that it's a fly trap.
Good. A fly trap. Yeah, it's a fly trap.
Fly
It's a
trap.
using sticky tape. Yeah, using sticky tape.
He
Yes.
brought a sticky tape,
Good.
and he tries to stick it to the ceiling.
Excellent.
He got on the chair on top of his newspaper to reach out to the ceiling to stick the tape.
Good.
But he got caught by the tape, and the sleeve of his short got stuck
Got stuck. Got stuck to the tape. Yeah, got stuck.
to the tape
Good.
when he tries to go down from the chair.
When he was trying to get down, or when he was climbing down from the chair, when he was
When he was
getting down or climbing down from, yeah, get down from, climb down from.
when he was trying climb down from the chair, he pulled the sticky tape with him.
Good.
The sticky tape caught the back of the chair as well.
Good.
So the chair got stuck to his body.
Yeah, got stuck to his bum. Exactly.
Yeah. To his bum. The man looks angry and frustrated with the sticky tape. The chair fall down on the floor.
The chair fell on the floor. I'd normally just say fell on the floor.
The chair fell on the floor. The sticky tape now on is now on his right sleeve
Good.
and on his left palm.
Good. Very good.
The man the man continues to fight with a sticky tape.
Good.
He's moving his hands around his body to trying to rid off of the sticky tape.
Trying to get rid of the sticky tape, yeah, to get rid of the sticky tape. But you can say
tape.
to get untied as well here, because you can hold on. So, but get rid of is great. We use it all the time. It's a good one to use to get rid of something. He's trying to get rid of the sticky tape, or he's trying to get untangled, because you can get entangled, which get untangled means get untied. I would just say untied is very similar, get untied, but get entangled is the opposite. So he has got entangled in the sticky tape. Yep.
The sticky tape got on his clothes as well, on his vest.
Good. It got on his clothes as well.
And then he got sticky tape on his shoes, on his shoe, on the bottom of his shoe, and
Good.
it got all over his clothes and his body. The man keeps moving arms, his hands, and his hands around to try and get untangled.
Good.
Eventually, the sticky tape got on his pants, and while he tries to get rid of the sticky tape, he pulled his arm, and
Yeah, he stretched his arm. He put his arm up.
pulled his arm up, and he pulled his pants down.
Yeah, he
He
raised
raised-
his arm. He put his arm up, and he tried to pull his push his trousers down. Maybe push his trousers down.
and accidentally pushed his trousers down.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was accidental. I think it was on purpose. I think he's so tangled. Yeah, he's so
Oh.
entangled. You can also say tangled up, by the way. He's so tangled up. He's so tangled up. He's so entangled. So you can say entangled or tangled up. They're basically the same. You normally get entangled though. But he's so tangled up that he needs to take off his clothes now to get untangled.
Okay.
I think.
So yeah, he got tangled up and decided to
Good.
rid of
Get rid of
all his clothes,
Good.
to get rid of the flies.
Excellent. To get rid of the flies as well. We had to finally get rid of the flies.
So the sticky tape caught all his clothes instead of the flies. And
Good.
man walks away, but we
With
see
the flies.
still following him.
Good. Have you ever used some sticky tape to kill flies? Have you ever used this fly trap?
No.
No, me neither. It's a very old fly trap. They usually use the lights now, don't they? They have those special electric lights, or where the fly comes and gets electrocuted. I don't know. But there are different machines nowadays, more modern machines. Okay, fantastic. Keep going on to the next picture.
A family, mother, dad, and boy looking at
Looking
family
at
is
or
looking
is looking at.
is looking at a portrait of the dad.
Good.
Maybe
I think so.
of the dad. They are trying to hang the portrait on the wall. Mother and a boy, and the boy trying to find the best position on the wall.
Good. Are trying then. Yeah, the mother and boy are trying to find the best position.
To find the best position on the wall, while father gives directions.
Is giving
giving directions.
Not directions. Giving
instructions.
Yes, that he is giving instructions or orders. You can also say he is supervising. There we go. We've got those to give instructions, orders, or you could say he's supervising the whole process. Yeah, he is supervising to supervise in fact, it's Essie, isn't it? To supervise the process.
They decided to get a ladder and some instruments.
Not instruments. We usually say a different word. Don't have any round at the moment, but they're all behind there.
Hammer.
It's a hammer. What do we call things like hammers, spanners? What's the general word? Because we don't say instruments. We say
Tools.
Yes, exactly. They go to get some tools. Exactly.
Tools.
Tools is a much better word. We usually say instruments for musical instruments, sure, but usually tools for hammers, spanners, saws, axes.
So dad and boy are bringing ladder and tools. Their dad climb the ladder.
Climbs the ladder. Don't pronounce the B. I know it's there in the word, but don't pronounce it. Climbs the ladder.
Climb the ladder while mom and the boy support the ladder
Good. They support
to
the ladder.
make sure that dad will not fall.
To make sure he doesn't fall. We normally
He
say to make
doesn't
sure he
fall.
doesn't fall.
He
To make sure
doesn't fall.
you can say
Uh,
won't as well. To make sure he won't fall. Sorry, both correct.
he won't fall.
Good.
Dad is using hammer to get the nail into the wall.
Yeah, to hit the nail in the wall, into the wall. You're right, into the wall.
He hits really hard to trying to get the nail into the wall, and accidentally hit the mom's head with the hammer.
Good.
The mom is having a huge pain.
So not have pain, she is in excruciating pain. She is in excruciating pain. Yeah.
Mom is in an excruciating pain, and she takes her hands away from the ladder.
Good.
And at the same time, boy is scared for his
he's
mom.
scared. Yeah, he's scared, certainly.
Scared for his mom. He can't hold the heavy ladder.
Excellent.
With the dad, and the mom runs away from the scene.
What does the dad do here? Does dad hurt himself as well? You can see it just here.
Oh yeah, that at the same time dad hits his pinky finger with a nail as well.
Okay, yeah, his little finger. Yeah, his little finger. His pinky
finger with a nail as well. And the mom
with the hammer. He hits it with the hammer. Yeah,
yes.
The nail's falling down here.
He missed the nail and hits his pinky with the hammer.
Yeah, we all do it sometimes.
Mom runs away from the scene. The ladder falling on top on the boy.
Yeah, falls on top of the boy if you're telling the story, though, for the next thing. And next, the ladder falls on top of the boy.
And the ladder falls on top of the boy. The dad is in the pain.
In pain as well.
He puts his finger in his mouth, trying to alleviate the pain.
Alleviate the pain. Very good. Alleviate the pain. We certainly say that. Yeah, good.
The ladder falls on top of the boy completely with their dad. And mom comes back to the scene, and she's looking very upset and scared for the boy and her husband. Then she tries to get the boy under the dad and ladder by holding his hand and pulling him through the through the ladder,
Yeah, pulling him through the ladder or pulling him up. Yeah, helping him stand
pulling
up.
him up. The boy is crying a lot,
Yeah, he
and
bursts
the
into tears.
boy burst into the tears, and dad is in excruciating pain, holds his head. I think we see bruise.
Yeah, I think we see a massive bruise. I agree. I think he's got a massive bruise.
He got a massive bruise on his head, on his head,
Yeah, on his head, on his face.
on his face. And in the end, we see the portrait hangs on the floor, on this wall finally, but the whole family is not damaged. Whole family
Ah,
is
what do we say? Begins with in. In.
in band-aids.
No, I mean the whole family is
Is in
seriously in
pain.
injured. Injured.
Oh,
Yeah, the whole
injured.
family is severely injured or seriously injured. Both of those adverbs work with injured. Severely injured, seriously injured. You might say, no, in fact, you wouldn't say that. It's severely or seriously injured. Yeah, they've all got broken arms. They're all in bandages. Bandages are certainly what we'd use for the word that describes what they've got wrapped around their heads. Yeah, they're wrapped in bandages. They're covered in bandages. Okay, fantastic. And the only reason I talk about continuous here, quite often students want to use continuous, and I really understand, I sympathize, because I know that in English classes, people always tell you if it's a picture, you must use present continuous when you describe it. And it's true when it's only one picture. But when you're telling a story from a group of pictures, you probably will use simple, 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 rather than continuous. I mean, sure, if you're in past tenses, you will need past continuous for unfinished actions, sure. So, you would say that while he was holding the ladder, Dad squashed him. And that, by the way, that's a good word for that action there. Dad squashed his son. If you squash something, you completely flatten something. To squash something, flatten something. So he flattened his son. He squashed his son. Yeah. But I recommend using simple, simple, simple when you're in present tenses. It's rare that you'll need present continuous when you're telling a story and narrating one thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. Okay, but fantastic, Aliona. Really, really good. Superb. Loads of good new words as well there. Let's move on to Ilya. Ilya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear pretty well.
Excellent. Yeah, I think it's coming through. So tell us, have you chosen a picture, Ilya?
I'm very sorry, guys. Today I'm completely unprepared.
No worries, no worries. That's the same for everybody else as well, and that's fine. It's good to do something spontaneously because, of course, that's what speaking is. You don't know what's going to come up in the conversation, and so it's difficult to prepare. But you can do the next one then. What can you see? It's quite a good story, this one. What can you see? What can you see in that first picture?
So, on the first picture, I can see the
Maybe if
waves,
you
I believe, yeah.
is there a microphone that you can put a bit closer to your mouth because it sounds a little bit far away to me. Perhaps it's just my.
Hopefully
that's
it's
better. That's
now,
better.
yeah?
That's much better. That is a million times better.
Okay, I see. So
Really good. I'll turn you down.
yeah. Then I can see a vase stain on a chair, yeah?
Yeah, a vase
And
standing on a chair. I say vase. In
vase.
America, they say vase. In the north of England, they say vase. I say vase because I'm in the southeast of England.
Yeah.
Like grass, bath. Yeah.
And yes, I can also see two workers, maybe, yeah. So
Yeah.
one of them carrying
Is carrying.
cargo, some kind of cargo, yeah. So
Good.
and the next one is going to that chair with the vase. So, and yes, he removed the vase and the chair and
Good.
the
We even
woman.
Good. We even call these guys removals men. We call them
Ah,
removals men.
removals.
We call them
Okay.
removals men because they remove furniture from one house and then they move that furniture to your new house. Yeah, we often call them
Oh,
removals men.
I've got the context. Yeah.
Yeah, when you move house, you need
Yeah,
removals
yeah.
men.
So, and looks like that woman feels some fear about the ways. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
So,
worried, she's
she tr
anxious.
yes, she's anxious and she's trying to interrupt somehow. So yes, then she take the ways, yes, from that remove. How did you call him?
Removals.
Removal,
Removals men.
remove. Yeah, from the removal man, but she left the chair. Yes,
What does she do with it?
Oh, she's trying to pack it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
to package it. Yeah, to package it
to
carefully.
package, not to package it carefully. Yes.
So what does she do to package it carefully?
So to somehow, I don't know.
I mean, what's she doing here? I want you to use the phrasal verb. What's she doing here?
I'm not sure about the correct phrasal
Ruh.
verbs.
I'm thinking about a word beginning with ruh, with that sound. Ruh.
What?
Ruh. Ruh. It's more like an R sound than a W sound, but it does start with a W. Ruh. Ruh. Yeah. What do children do at Christmas time? It's Christmas time. What do children do with presents? Begins with a ruh. Okay,
I don't know.
They wrap presents.
Oh,
Wrap presents. Yeah.
oh
Wrap.
my God.
And you can say wrap up presents. We very
Wrap
often
up.
do, meaning cover them completely. They wrap up presents. What is she
Okay.
doing?
She's trying to wrap it up with yeah, maybe paper, maybe some I don't know, kind of material, yeah.
Yeah, some kind of
So
foam material. Yeah,
oh,
something like
foam,
that.
yeah. Maybe with foam, yeah. And then to pack it into I
Good.
need to check the word, sorry.
No, that's good. To pack something into is good. And then to pack it into.
Let me quickly check the word.
Sure.
I'm sorry for the delay.
No.
So oh my God.
Are you looking for this word? Yeah.
Into the box. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Oh my God. It's just a box. Okay. I thought
She's
it's
putting
something
lots of
different.
soft material in there, though. Yeah, she's putting lots of soft
Yes,
material to make sure the vase is safe.
to pack it into the box. And yes, then they've put a special kind of markup that it's fragrant. Yes, maybe so.
That it's sorry,
It's
say
marked
that.
as glass.
Yeah, what is it? It's
Fragile.
fragile. Very
Sorry.
good.
Yeah.
No, I was going to ask you how to say that if you didn't, but yeah, excellent. They've written it on the box. On, sorry.
Sorry, my pronunciation. So yes, and then she ordered, I believe, something to that removal man. Maybe yes, give them some direction where to put that
Not
box.
well, maybe directions here, but probably not. I think I just corrected Aliona on the same kind of thing where she's giving them. If she's giving them
An order.
directions, she's giving them orders, she's giving them instructions. Give somebody instructions.
Instructions. Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
Just because, I mean, if she's giving them directions, she's saying, okay, go straight down the road, go left, take the third right. You know, that's directions. When you're telling somebody where to go, you are giving them directions. And so if you're a tourist in a new city, you might ask somebody for directions. Yeah. And so directions are possible, but that means she's telling them where to go, where her new house is. Then okay, yeah, she's giving them directions. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely. So then those removal mans carrying the box with the vase, yes, downstairs, while the woman stands upstairs and watching them.
And watches them.
Yes. And yeah, looks like they are trying to put the box. Well, she stands up.
I'm
And
sorry, I just wanted
watching
to
them. Yeah.
talk about that in a second. I will talk to you about that in a second. I wanted to talk to everybody about that particular sentence. There's a mistake with it, but I'll talk to you about it in a second. Keep going. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah. So, yeah, the removal man's
The
are
removals men. The removals
the
men.
removals man.
Men.
Okay, yeah. The removals man put in that box into the truck.
Good.
Yeah. While yeah, so the truck is surrounded by furniture, and yes, the woman speak them something. Yeah. So maybe she continued to instruct them. To load,
Yeah,
yes.
you can also say that. You said it great, but yeah, they're loading the truck with the furniture.
Yeah, and it seems, that she changed her decision, and now she asked them to get that box back, yes, upstairs.
To take that box upstairs. Yeah, I think this is the new house. This is her new house.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's in a new house.
Yeah, they're
So
removals men. So they're going from the old house to the new house, I think.
I misinterpreted it
It's okay. Yeah, it's
completely.
the first
Okay.
time. I've seen this picture many times.
Okay, so they finally brought it into the new flat, yes, and yeah, they put the box on the floor, yes. The woman still watch carefully what they are doing.
Watches carefully. The woman still watches carefully.
Watches carefully, yes. Watches carefully. Yeah, so then it seemed that she have removed the lid and finally to rub the ways out and yes to
Unwrap the vase. Yeah, unwrap.
unwrap the vase and put it on the very same chair, yes, as in the beginning of the story. And oh my God, it seemed that she accidentally, how to call it, to let me check.
I'm quite interested to see what verb you use here.
Okay, just drop, yeah. She dropped the chair and
Drops the table then, drops the table. But I don't think she drops the table. Drop just means like when something falls out of your hand, you drop it. It's not really drop here. You might say she knocks the table over. You might say it like that. She knocks the table over. Maybe she knocked the table over, or maybe she knocked the vase off the table. We also say that, knock something off something, or maybe knocked the vase over. You can say that as well, meaning it just fell over. But she knocked the vase off the table, or she knocked the table over. Yeah. We usually use that when you walk past something and you accidentally touch it and then it falls off something or it falls over. We usually use knock. Yeah, knock something over or knock something off something. Yeah.
Okay. And crash the vase, obviously.
Not crashed the vase and smashed the vase and smashed the vase. Yeah. When it's glass, when you break, you can say broke the vase is fine, broke the vase or smashed the vase. Yeah, it's crash is only really when you have cars or when one thing, it doesn't have to be a car, it's true, it doesn't have to be, but when one thing hits another thing, it crashes into another thing. But here we would say she smashed the vase, she broke the vase.
Okay. Thanks for the explanation.
Yeah. The same with a football. You know, if kids are playing football and they kick the ball and it goes through a window, they smashed the window with a ball. They smashed the window. And I wouldn't usually say the ball crashed into the window. I must admit, I wouldn't usually say that. Crash is most often for cars. You know, one car crashed into another car, certainly. And you might use it for people. If somebody is running along and they crash into you, that means they walk into you, bump into you, they crash into you. So it's for collisions, really, crash. It is for collisions, moving things when one moving thing hits another thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you a
But
lot.
with anything like a vase or a window, it smashes, and you smash the vase, you smash the window. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Any
see
other?
the difference.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention this as well. One other thing which you said, well, she stands upstairs and watching them. This is a good example of why I talk about parallel structure a lot, because you've got two things here. You've got an and in between two things, and it's between two verbs, and those two verbs must be equally balanced, and that's why watching is wrong. While she stands upstairs and watches them. She stands, she watches. Present simple for both verbs, yeah?
Okay.
Otherwise we've got while she stands, which is a verb, and watching, which is a participle. It's not a full verb. It's not a verb like stands. We need a verb. We need watches, yeah? Because an and joins two equal things. Does that make sense?
Yes, completely.
Yeah. And so while she stands upstairs and watches them. Okay, keep going. You've got one more to do. Your torment has not finished. Yeah. What can you see on the next one?
Okay. Oh my God. So how to call that?
Yeah, I don't know. Got no idea. Describe it. I'm not sure what we call it
So
either.
so it's kind of platform, yes, with two wheels
Excellent.
and a
What I do.
handle.
I like that. Yeah, a platform with two wheels and a handle. Excellent.
I don't know the correct name for that even in my native tongue.
No,
So
no, yeah, exactly. Let's not worry about it. You've described it very clearly.
yeah. So and once again, yes, one man gives instruction about the box, and I don't think that it's a removal man this time. So I'm going to call him worker once again. Yes, and oh my God, oh my God. So he puts the box on that stuff, yes, and the handler strikes the chin of
Good.
that first, yes, of that first man
Good. Yeah.
who
The
gave
handle hits him in the
instructions.
chin, strikes his chin. Excellent.
Yeah, and he falls on the ground, yes, kind of touching his chin because yes, he's in the pain.
He's in pain. He's in
And
agony. Very good. He's in agony.
and the agony. Oh my God, so sad story to be honest. Yes,
Such a
and
sad
then
story. Such a sad story. Yeah, not so sad story. Such a sad story.
such a sad story
Yeah,
because
or the
then
story was so sad. The story was so sad is possible.
yes, because the worker now removed the box and the handler strikes that man, yes, who ordered that work. So how to call a head top, yes, strikes a head top of that
On the
man
top of his head. Yeah, it strikes him on the top
on
of
the
the head.
on over the top of that. Oh yes,
Yeah, on the top of his head.
yeah. So I don't know how to describe the next picture. So it's like I don't know.
How is he feeling in this picture? Yeah, I think the world is going in circles. How do we say that?
Yeah.
We've got one word we can use in English, an adjective. He feels, begins with a D.
Disrupted.
Dizzy. He feels
Dizzy.
dizzy. Yeah, he feels dizzy. Yeah, the world is spinning.
Yeah, but it seems that he has managed to get control over him. Yes, he has got up. Yes, and now he orders to put that box in the center of that platform.
Good. He orders the other worker to put the box in the center of the platform. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always order somebody to do something. Good.
Yeah.
What does he have on his head? What do you call that?
Oh. Yeah.
There's one
I don't
beginning
know.
with L or there's one beginning with B. And they both sound very similar. They rhyme. So you can say a lump or a bump.
Lump.
There's a bump on his head. There's a lump on his head. They both work here. They're
A
both good here.
lump. Yeah, or a bump. Yeah.
We usually
So,
say, and just to give you a couple more words, we usually say a bumpy road. Yeah, bumpy collocates with road when there are lots of bumps on there. And we do say speed bumps as well for cars to stop cars from speeding. They are speed bumps. But we
uh,
say a lumpy soup. A lumpy soup. Yeah, if there's lots of lumps in your soup, it's a lumpy soup. And we wouldn't say a lumpy road and we wouldn't say a bumpy soup. We wouldn't mix those two up. We really wouldn't. They're very strong collocations. Bumpy works with road, lumpy works with soup. But a bump and a lump are identical with that. They're both that. You could use either word.
oh, I see. Yeah, because I used, yes, for road hump instead
Okay,
of
you say
speed
road
bump.
hump. You say,
Uh,
yeah, hump. Yeah, that's interesting.
uh-huh.
Yeah, hump is very similar. Yeah, hump can mean a few other things, but we say the hump on a camel, for example. A camel has one or two humps. I'm not sure actually, but we say hump for camel certainly. And I've never heard it called a road hump, but I would understand you immediately. Yes, it's a good word. Certainly, it's clear.
Yes, because here in Cyprus, so
Okay,
the road
okay.
sign usually said road hump ahead.
Really?
Yeah,
Road
so
hump ahead. I will
yeah.
tell my friends. They will laugh about that. They will.
I thought that
Just
that's
because we don't
English
say that.
heritage, yeah,
Yeah, that's
from the
it
time of
sounds so
British
funny
Empire.
to me. Road hump. Just because hump can mean a second thing as a verb, it can mean something quite sexual, a sexual connotation. But
Okay.
yeah, that's why it sounds a bit funny to me. But I've never heard them called road humps. Although I'm sure, I believe you. You know, I'm sure that they certainly do in Cyprus say road humps. But I'll even look
Okay.
at engrams. I'm quite curious now to see how often it's in the literature. But keep going. Sorry, keep going. I'll look it up.
Okay. Yes. So now that the box is on the middle of the platform, yes. So and that injured worker maybe try to push it, yes, and to deliver it somewhere,
Good.
or when the worker who put the box on a platform leave this place.
Left this place. Left this place.
Ah,
Yeah.
left, yes, or maybe leaving because we can see him still.
Yeah. Okay. While he was leaving.
And while he was leaving, the box, how to call it, failed.
Yeah.
Yes, failed on the top of the head of that first worker again.
Good. Fell on his head. Yeah. It fell on his head again. Excellent. And he's in
Yes.
agony again.
And the second worker turned around, yes, watching the situation.
Yeah. Turned around. Okay. Glanced back. Yeah. He glanced
Glanced
back.
back.
Glanced back. Yeah. He glanced over his shoulder. We very often say he glanced over his shoulder and saw his friend hurting himself again. He glanced over his shoulder,
Okay.
saw the agony. Excellent. And I did just quickly look at at Google Ngrams. I don't know. I really like Google Ngrams in this kind of situation when a student gives me a new word and I think, I wonder how often we see it in the literature. And this way I can check American English, British English. I can check them separately or check them together. I really like Google Ngrams. I really recommend it. It's very good for checking how common a word is. And so I checked speed bump and road hump. And certainly speed hump is a lot more common. A speed bump, sorry, speed bump, I think I said the wrong word. Speed bump is a lot more common than road hump. But I'm sure that in Cyprus, road hump is obviously the more common one. Yep. Can you see what the graph I'm talking about? Have you found the chat?
Yes. I've already copied the link because
excellent.
I want to explore this resource deeply.
Yeah, it's a really good resource. I mean, as a since finding it, I have discovered some amazing things, and I've changed my mind about a few things. For example, at school, I was always told that words like realise are spelt with an S in British English and not a Z. But I've now decided that that was incorrect information, and it's British English that always used a Z many, many years ago, and then some incorrect information came into the language, and nowadays at schools we learn, in UK schools we learn that you need to use an S and not a Z, but it's actually untrue. British English spelling was with a Z at the very beginning in the 15th, 16th, 17th century, 18th century. And we can see this thanks to Google Ngrams. You just put realise with an S and realise with a Z. I really like it, you know, and you can actually see over all time. I'm going to go back to earlier years. I want to go back even earlier. I think there's a way of going back to maybe 1500 or 1600. But that's a really good, one second, a really good way. There we go. You can actually see, and we'll look for UK English as well, British English. And you can see how it's more complicated than our teachers at school would let on. Let me find it in the, hold on a second, I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, if you're interested, you have a little play around with it. I certainly have done. It's quite interesting for finding out how often different words are used, how often different spellings are used. You know, there's a lot of interesting things you can find out with Ngrams. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming today. That was wonderful. Really enjoyed getting to meet you all. I will see you all next week if you fancy coming to a class. I'm not sure what day. It won't be Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. So it'll probably be Monday or let's have a look at the timetable next week. Probably Monday or Friday next week, or maybe both. Yeah, but I'll let you know by email. Yeah.
Do you know what time or?
Usually, well, I usually ask students what time they prefer, and I see that you all like this 1:30. Obviously, you're all able to come at 1:30. Usually, they're either in the morning at 8 or 9, or in the afternoon about 1:30, or in the evening, early evening about 4:30. It's usually one of those times. Do you prefer 1:30 out of those options? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I understand. And this is why I always ask new students. I can see today, I think everybody, I've only seen Gunter once before, but everybody else is a new face, which is really nice. And I try to make sure that new faces take priority. And so, yeah, I just want, you know, I want lessons to be shared with as many as possible. So I'll let you know by email, but anyone who hasn't had a class yet, I always ask them, what time do you prefer? Yeah, so it always depends. But yeah, we'll do some more at 1:30. It's actually a very good time for me. I prefer morning and afternoon rather than early evening, but I don't mind evening either. Okay, so I will see you all next time, guys. Thanks for coming. Have a great weekend. Have a lovely Christmas and a nice New Year if I don't see you before then. And
Thank
yeah,
you, Dave.
my pleasure. My
Thank
pleasure
you.
always, Gunter. See you all soon. Have a great Christmas.
See you too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Likewise
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
See
you,
you
guys.
soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.